an email. There was an email sent round, and I think it went into a closed Facebook site that I'm a member of, looking for an actor of a certain age to play the man. And I thought about it, but not for long, and I responded to it. Yeah. I think about the piece, the interesting part is the interplay between two quite different characters. The very young, rather, I think, naive and lost younger person, and the older person who, although he's experienced, has quite a bit of baggage with him as well, which makes his character interesting. Yeah. The exciting thing is to be part of it as a performer, because if I wasn't performing, I'd be trawling through there most days and enjoying it and strolling around and taking it in. So I think experiencing it from a different perspective is going to be, I think, quite an experience. It's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, one of the top experiences of my life. This is the directors who are asking the questions. they've been they've been consistent, and regardless of whether we've been doing very well or not so well, the feedback from our director has been consistent and level and encouraging. So it's been a good experience. Yeah, it's a really good question, that. And I suppose it works in a couple of ways. You're trying to build the character with what you know about the character, but at the same time you're finding out about the character. So you're always shifting. Yeah, I think there's a lot of reflection. There's a lot of sort of thinking about, well, would he really do that? And was he really like that? And I think we started off with some assumptions about the characters, and we've tried to fill in the gaps. I think we've let go some of our assumptions, and we're a bit clearer about the reality of the character. Well, I think the interesting thing then, the bit that interests me most is the depth of the character. What the writer's given is something that's deep, and also something that's dark in the character. So there's a certain coherence with real life. Life as you would experience it. This character's carrying it all around with him. And an interesting aspect of him is he is essentially helpful to the boy, yet he himself could probably do with a lot of help. Well, I'm new to acting. I'm really new to acting. I've only been doing this maybe just for over a year. This is by far the biggest thing I've ever done. It's the biggest script. It's the biggest production without The Citizens, but it only ran for 5 performances. We're going to do 21 performances here, and that's going to be interesting. Stimulating as well, I hope, yeah. Nice people, level people. They're encouraging and warm, and that's been helpful. That's been really helpful. They of course have set themselves up to encourage new performers, encourage new writing and new theatre. So it feels like a good place to be. That's a hell of a good question, to which I have no coherent grown-up adult answer. When my kids watch that stuff, I always got up and left the room, you know. Yeah, Mark and I were talking about that, and I certainly hope that they'll take away the sense of the enigma which is central to the play. I really want people, when they're going into their next performance, to still be thinking about our performance. And when they go home at night after they've done to all the shows, it's a face that fits, that's bouncing in their heads, and if they still can't quite figure it out, I would be quite happy with that. Well, for me, the challenge is, you look for an older actor, an older person to play an older person. You got an older person. Older people don't learn as quickly as young people. So it's taken me a bit longer to get my head completely around the script, but that's okay. I enjoy writing, and as well as acting. I'll certainly continue writing, and writing plays and poems is really what interests me in writing. If I could position myself with Moonfly or with anyone else to get parts as an older person, I'd be really pleased. Someone said they might do a play or a film about Archie Macpherson, and I might be the man to fit that one. We'll see.